Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So LR, Trunks, and Broly are live right now on JP Dokkan. I'm not super sure how good this character looks. To me, they seem primed for a powerful EZA. But we will see. I mean, let's not jump the gun before we go in and see what their stats look like. I don't know if an EZA may be coming up or not. It's very difficult to tell because remember, this is a Dokkan original card from Quest Mode. I saw a lot of people say they should have made this summonable, but I mean, again, this doesn't really seem like a summonable type thing. I mean, just look at Legends. None of the Legends characters, right, the stuff from it, I mean, those are even more original characters like Shallot and stuff like that, but none of them are summonable. So it's like, I don't know if something like this is going to be summonable. Hopefully they do make them pretty good. I guess, so let me just start by taking a look at their, what we did for their potential system, and then we can go ahead and hop into an event and test them out. So I gave them 15 dodge originally. Their stats with their equips are just way too good. So again, let me go back to their card. Look at this. I mean, look at their defense. That is insane. They have one of the highest defenses. I actually, off the top of my head, I'm not sure which one is defense right here. I think it's this one is defense. Yeah, it is. Right now, they're 5th. They are 5th in my box. You guys know I have everything rainbowed. Besides, I guess, LR Pilaf and the Great Ape Bardock squad, right? Like, only them, because you can't rainbow them. They're 5th in my box in terms of defense, which is good. That's why, like, I think an EZA potentially is intriguing if their defense is that high, of course, with the special equips, which you do have to grind out. Now, I mean, you could say additional in their potential system, of course. This is a character that does get a lot of value from additionals, but it's one of those things where you need them not to additional normal specifically, but to additional super, right? Because they get damage reduction in the turn where they super attack. For some of you guys, you could put additional and they'll get it every turn. You know, I do believe that because it's how often I get the dodge. I believe that other people get the additional more than me. I think that it is a thing. But for me, it's like I'll get the additional, but it's an additional normal, and it's just no value. But I mean, even 15 dodge feels a little low. I don't know. The stats are so big, but you know, the stats are great, but it does lead to a low number of the abilities we're able to give them, right, between their crits, their additionals, and their dodge. Certainly, I would go with this. I don't think I would change my mind. And again, I can't imagine that we would actually want to give them other equips besides just the massive amount of stats that they're going to get right here. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump in to a setup and see how well we can get them to perform. There's a couple of different places we could run them. They have 200% leader skills. We could run them on Power Wishes. We could run them on Time Travelers. I'm not sure exactly which one we'll do. Let's hop into an event and let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so we are here in an event. We have LR, Trunks, and Broly. Okay, you know, one thing that is pretty funny right here. So they started out in slot 2. Trunks and Broly, they rainbow orb change only if they're in slot 1 or 3. So right away we got bad luck there. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the stuff we got with them. So their Link set, they have Saiyan Warrior Race, they have Saiyan Lineage, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Super Saiyan, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power is their Link set. It is very good. That is a very strong Link set right there, for sure. Their super attack effects, we could just, I guess, pull this up. So 12 key, they're getting 30% attack and defense, and then the 18 key, they're also getting 30% attack and defense, so nothing really too spectacular there. From their passive, we're getting 4 key and 100% stats. That's a little low, okay. But, I mean, their stats are gargantuan because of the equips, but I would like that a little higher, probably. They change a type of key sphere to rainbow if they're the first or third attacker at the start of turn. Well, the fight started with them in slot 2. Not much we could do about that. They get 2 key and 20% attack per rainbow key sphere obtained. They launch 2 additionals, each of which has a medium chance to become a super. That's where this character dies in my eyes, for me. So 2 additionals, each of which has a 30% chance to be a super. They have a high chance to crit, sure. They get 40% attack and defense on super, sure. Maybe that could go up a little bit to like 70 or something. And then they also get 31% attack and defense and 8% damage reduction within the same turn per super attack performed. This is not my type of character. A character where you have to rely on them getting additionals, for me, it just doesn't work out. Like, it's actually just a bad luck thing with me, and I'll fully acknowledge that. Like, I'm not saying, oh my god, they're the worst ever because you have to additional. For me, it ain't happening, right? I mean, what is our defense right here? 199? I don't know. They don't look very good. They don't look good at all to me. I think maybe they could get like an EZA that would be good. This whole mechanic of roulette additionals leading into small amounts of damage reduction, I do not see that working out very well. Okay, so we're only going to be able to get 1 rainbow orb right here at the start. Later on, it's going to work out a little bit better for us because we're actually going to be able to, you know, start the turn with them in like slot 3 and they'll rainbow orb change and stuff like that. We saw a bunch of their links are active. They link up rather well with LR God or with Dokkan Fest God Goku. They could make a good combo, right? Because they have several links up. And then, of course, you know, we're going to have legendary power from the 8th anniversary LR. And then, of course, remember, Broly and Trunks will be Rainbow Orb changing, which synergizes well with God Goku as well. So God Goku and the LR Trunks and Broly should be a decent combo for sure. All right, so let's see what Trunks and Broly give us. Again, they have a 50% chance to crit anyway. So we have that. Oh, this actually looks pretty good. Does it? I'll take it. Quest mode LR? Yeah, I'll take that. Additional normal, now hidden potential system, we do get, and it's an additional normal. Yeah, see, exactly. I'm sorry. We got, like people would have seen my build, and they would have screeched, oh my god. But we got the hidden potential system additional. We did crit. All right? Of course, you want to go with the full stat equips. I don't think you want to go like, oh, like, you know, if you're giving them like a, you know, a 5 dodge, 5 additional gold or something like that, sure. But again, with the 50% chance to crit, I don't even really feel the need that they need crit from their potential system or anything like that. But for me, this is just a character that comes out and does 50 normal attacks. They're going to be almost of no value to me. Now, they do have an active skill we'll be able to do on turn 6. So, of course, we're going to want to keep playing to be able to get that. I'm going to put them in slot 1. Let's just do this. We'll have Bulma get our support. I would like to get the 8th anniversary LR up to their standby, maybe, in juice. Oh, okay. They super right away. Sure, they do. This will do a lot of damage, but we'll be okay. Okay, sure, man. Yeah, all right, let's... I mean, we could keep going. We'll get one of these turns where Trunks and Broly could at least give us a couple of super attacks, which, of course, would be, you know, quite a bit better for us at that point. I just, man, like, that's something that, like build up and reset damage reduction has never been good. Evolution Blue Vegeta, Tapiana Minosha, now Broly and Trunks. That's not a good mechanic at all. That's not a good mechanic. I hate it. All right, so we have a nice turn for Broly and Trunks. Did they create the rainbow orbs? Certainly they did. They were in slot 3, right? It doesn't look like they created rainbow orbs. Certainly they couldn't mean no, it has to be like at the start like that. Okay, bruh. All right, let's just grab this. I'm not going to be able to get rainbow orbs on this rotation. Sure, fine, whatever. Oh, not looking too good so far. 285. Okay, so between Bulma's support and my support, our stats are like that's better. I mean, they're going to get 30% defense with every super attack effect. they're getting the 40% defense when they do their super, and then they're getting 31% defense as well with every super attack performed. Dude, if the damage reduction, if it was like 20% per super, like, we'd be in business. If the damage reduction, like something like that. But I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna come out and just do 50 normals. All right, let's see. Come on, give us the good stuff, Broly and Trunks. I really want to keep an eye out on the start of the next turn to see if they, like, did we just get unlucky? Like, so first turn we're in slot 2, then this turn they just didn't really create a ton of rainbow orbs. Maybe we're just unlucky. So far, we're 2 seconds in, and I'm just, like, mega unlucky with the character. It's possible, right? I mean, you guys know me. I typically am pretty unlucky when it comes to this game, so let's see. All right, Trunks and Broly, come on. Give us the good stuff. 7 million right there. I mean, I would certainly, for a free LR, 50% chance to crit with all the additionals. I think their damage is probably solid. Like, I have no problem with that. Additional normal, okay. Oh, we got a nice. We got a super. Okay, okay, there we go. There they go. All right, so remember, the super gives them extra stats, extra damage reduction. Then we do get the hidden potential system additional. Again, I know people saw my build and were losing their marbles, but we got in the hidden potential system every single turn anyway, right? So, okay, let's just skip to the next turn, because, I mean, these guys are going to be attacking an awful lot on this rotation right here. And then I do want to really try and hone in and see if those rainbow orbs will actually create at the start of turn here. All right, Eagle Eye. Let's see. Are we rainbow orb changing here? So there's God Goku's orbs, and then there's their orbs. Okay. We got decent value out of them orb changing on this turn. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of rainbow orbs around. We're not going to need God Goku's. We're a couple of turns in here. I guess he would take a lot of damage from Rose if Rose super attacks right away. I guess I will pop this. Let me hit this just to make sure God Goku's protected. All right, so we do want to make sure to get at least a decent amount of rainbow orbs right here. We can get 3 is a fine number. Remember that they do get key and damage with every rainbow orb they do, right? What is it? It's 2 key and 20% attack, sure. All right, now on the next rotation, we're going to be able to use their active skill. We're going to have quite a few good things up. Remember that these rotations are very good. Only Saiyan Lineage and Shattering the Limit are links we don't have. Shattering the Limit, of course, is going to be links that we're not going to be likely to have, period, at all anyway, though. Shattering the Limit, like, it's... good characters typically don't have Shattering Limit these days, unfortunately. Is there any? I mean, the Dragon Ball Saga free-to-play characters in LR Piccolo is okay-ish. I mean, very... You know, he was... I liked him quite a bit, but then we got a meta jump in difficult events with Omega Infusion Zamasu. I mean... So, I don't know. Shattering Limit characters... Yeah, maybe I could take another glance at it, but I don't think there's going to be a billion of them. We'll see, we'll see. All right, so... Here's our first super. Additional normal. Another super. Okay, good. Now, if when it comes to the big bosses, I mean, they don't have the capability. No hidden potential system that time. When it comes to the big bosses, I don't think they have the capability of surviving against the big bosses. I mean, they're depth super attacks and stuff like that, right? Like, 4 supers is only going to get us to 32% damage reduction. I mean, that's nothing. Maybe if their defensive stats were doubled after they supered, it could mean something. But, like, damage reduction is in a very tricky spot right now, where, you know, it's like the new EZA LR Android 16, 17, 18. Like, if 16 had damage reduction, like, even low amounts, like, with his millions of defense he probably will have, like, that would matter. But, like, damage reduction on characters with kind of, like, lower defense, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this Broly and Trunks, just because it's a character that's relying on a mechanic that I just have no luck in. So, you know, it's like, I could totally get it. It's kind of a similar thing where, like, people aren't going to want to, like, rely on dodge because they don't have any luck. Well, for me, it's relying on additionals, right? Like, this Broly and Trunks, this is the same thing that's going to piss me off that, like, Beast Gohan pisses me off with, right? Where Beast Gohan has to super or he sucks ass. And then for me, he supers and then additional normal, and oh, he's a loser, right? And that's what's going to happen for me with the Trunks and Broly most of the time. Is, you know, how many supers have they done in this video? How many normal attacks have they done in this video so far, right? Like, that's going to be kind of an issue. All right, now in this next rotation we're about to go into, we are going to be able to use their active skill, so their stats should go up quite a bit with their active skill, I would imagine. They get quite a bit from their active. Remember that the buffs from active skills are always very crazy. All right, so Zamasu is stunned, Goku Black is supering, and he does connect on her. Okay. Ow. Okay, thanks, Goku Black. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, my boy. Bastard. Alright, let's go ahead and pop some of these actives and standbys and stuff like that. Let's see what we're going to get from Broly and Trunks when we do this active skill right here. So, the active, we can do this either when our HP is below 40%, which it is, or from the 6th turn from the start of battle, which it also is. And we're going to get 20 ki and 60% attack for 1 turn, and then attacks are guaranteed to hit. Attacks guaranteed to hit, that is not, like, I can't think of a fight where that's super meaningful. Like, the one notable boss right now that does seem to dodge a lot is Tech Omega in the Omega fight, but typically him dodging is a good thing, because the slower you go through that, typically it's the better. So, and I mean, you wouldn't want to use this right away there. I don't know why they're not getting defense on this. Like, just attack, I mean, I'll take it, because it's a huge attack buff. From active skill, 60% is monstrous, right? Don't get that twisted, but, I mean, how about a 60% defensive buff with it, too? Like, give us both, man. So, all right, let's see what they do on this turn.
TRUNKS, BROLY.
Alright, I am really glad that they did tie that animation, like, we actually got that on the character. That's really good. Okay, so we have a tremendous rotation here, in terms of some of our abilities. What do I want to do? I guess I can, that's 3 right there. Yeah, I could hit this. We'll aim right there. Alright, so remember, Broly and Trunks, we do want to get them some rainbow orbs. We'll be able to get them 2. Sure, we'll take it. Alright, so again, this is a very powerful rotation from them. We have the 8th anniversary support. We have their active skill up. I mean, we have Bulma support up. We got most of their links up. Like, this is pretty much what they can give us right here. You know what's so funny? This fight, these bosses don't hit that hard, but every showcase I'm always dying in here. Like, their supers are relentless, right? Like, they just always catch characters. Right? Like, that Mai eats 5, like, that happens so often. Mai, Demon Goddess Toa, these characters. Alright, Trunks and Broly. This is the turn, by the way, for them to give us 3 or 4 supers. So, let's see if they give it to us. 16. I mean, they have a 50% chance to crit, man. Okay, perfect. Nice. Additional super, okay. Okay. We're looking good. I mean, they could, you know, we could get one more. We could get 1 or 2 more, okay. There's a triple super, okay. I mean, you know? No hidden potential system additional, but that was good. I'll take it. I will let y'all be the judge of Broly and Trunks. I mean, I'll just say, for me, I'm not super crazy about them because I don't typically have the additional luck. If this character gets an easy A, I could see them being quite competitive. Because they are at a point, I think, where just a bunch of stats probably would increase the strength of this character quite a bit. I don't think that they really need, like, extra mechanics per se, just that the numbers they have need to go up. That is what I would say. Broly and Trunks, their numbers just need to go upwards, is all. So, all right, let's just go ahead and go over the details of this character real fast here. We have some translations from Minato we could look at, among some other things. So, again, what is this? So this is Unity Born in Another World, Super Saiyan Trunks Youth, Super Saiyan Broly. Leader skill, time traveler, category key 3 and 80% to stats. What is their... Do they have the super attack names here? Yeah, but I'm not gonna... Oh, you know what we could look at is this. What do we have for the super attack names? Miracle Wedge is the 12 key, and then Burning Blaster is the 18 key. Okay, sure. So they're both getting 30% attack and defense in both the 12 and 18 key super attacks. And then they just greatly lower enemy defense on the 18 key super attack effect. Passive, they're getting the 4 key, 100% of stats. See, like, if that jumps up to, like, 150, we'd be looking much better. They change a random type of key sphere to Rainbow Key Sphere. This seems like a fine mechanic to me, because this would only punish you if you run them in slot 1. Because if you run them in slot 3, they'll start the next turn out in slot 1. If you run them in slot 2, they'll start the next turn out in slot 3. So this punishes you if you run them in slot 1, which this is not a slot 1 character, so they basically just have Rainbow Orb changing. The only thing is, I suppose, you could be like me, where the fight starts and they're in slot 2, right? So we have that. They get 2 key, 20% attack per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained, sure. They launch 2 additionals, each of which has a medium chance to be a super attack. This is the problem here. If this was bumped to 70% to be a super, I would be much more on board. They'd be pretty good. That would probably make them pretty good. I mean, they wouldn't be the craziest defensively, but would they be able to handle some of the boss normals? Maybe. Regardless, they will struggle against the hardest bosses in the game, because this is a tech character, and, you know, the tough AoE phases are both int. So, I mean, tech characters are just tough anyway, but, like, could this character perform well in the non-AoE fights? I mean, I think if you get multiple supers, they definitely can tank normals. I don't know about one super, though. So again, we have the 2 additionals, each which has a 30% chance to be a super attack. We have a 50% chance to crit. They get 40% attack and defense on super attack. That could go up as well. I mean, you bump that up to 70 or 100% or something like that, and we're going to be looking much better. Then they get 31% attack and defense and 8% damage reduction within the same turn per super attack performed. An easy way to make this character good is maybe let them get to 40% damage reduction, but it never goes away. So every super attack you build up 8% damage reduction, but you never lose it. That would be great. I would be totally okay with that. So it's like you'd still have to do, 5 super attacks to fully build up your damage reduction, but you don't lose it. Again, it's the losing damage reduction. Evolution Blue Vegeta, Tapiana, Minosha. This character has never, ever been good. I don't want to start pretending like it's good now. So they have an active skill. What is it called? The active skill is called Power of Unity. Okay. Which we could do when our HP is below 40% or from the 6th turn from the start of turn. And they get 20 key, 60% attack, and attacks guaranteed to hit for 1 turn. You guys saw the damage on the active turn. It was crazy. Link set is Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Super Saiyan, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power. I mean, their Link set is very good. They work well with, like, a lot of strong Saiyan characters. I think the combo with God Goku does work well. They can kind of both help each other. God Goku, of course, is a tremendous character. You push him over the top if you have a Rainbow Orb Changer with him, which, of course, the Broly and Trunks are. If it's not an AoE fight, the Broly and Trunks are, I would certainly say they're probably at least runnable. Maybe I will do... We could take them into... I guess we could do, like, a little bit of a world tour for them tonight. There's no reason not to test the limits of how good they are. I think it could be fun to do. I think we will do that. So there's that. And then finally, we can go ahead and take a look at the categories for Broly and Trunks here. What is their 12 key multiplier? And so 12 key multiplier is 150%. Nice. And then their 24 key multiplier is 200%. So even as a free-to-play, they did get the 150% 12 key. That's good. That's good. We do like that. And then again, their categories here. So they're on the Time Traveler category team. Sure, we'll take that. We'll take that. They're also over here on Full Power as well. Now remember, this is not a character that has like restrictions or something like that. So they certainly would help these categories just by being on it, right? So on Full Power. They're also on the Joined Forces category team. They're also over here on the Pure Saiyan category team. We have them on Connected Hope. That's really good. Connected Hope is so flimsy of a category that, you know, more options for that is going to be really good for us. They're also over here on Entrusted Will. Again, same thing. Entrusted Will is a very, very flimsy category with not a lot to it. So an option, Trunks and Broly will certainly help this team, right? And then finally, they're on Power Wishes, which is, you know, we're able to get Bulma support, and that's basically the team, the leader skill we were running them on. So let me know what you guys think of the LR, Trunks, and Broly. I mean, they're very, very mid or bad. For me, they're going to be bad probably because I'm not going to have the additional luck. I think for someone whose luck is the reverse of mine, where dodge doesn't work for them, but they do get additionals fairly frequently, maybe this character could put up some stuff. I mean, they have a good kit. It's just the numbers are low. All those numbers need to be jacked up. The damage reduction, the start of turn stats, the stats on super attack. I mean, bump the super attack effects from 30% to 50%, right? You just bump all their stats up, and I think they're quite good. They have a good kit, but they have a good kit, and they have good, like, actual stats right there, but the numbers here, I would argue, are not very good. So, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.